Growing up, I remember seeing this when I was probably about 6 or 7 in a hobby store, and it was an aerobatic version with the red and white striped wings. Ever since then, I was hooked. Greeting, fellow modelers. So here we have a kit from Walk, the Dhc-1 Chipmunk. Love the sheen, love the aircraft. It's a 2010 kit, the sixth one. As you can see, it said comes with English instructions. I know some instructions you can actually find online at their company. It's a pretty thin booklet. It's nice. It's pretty decent for a 2010 kit. And here we have it's in Polish with all the instructions in Polish so far. But I like the fact that, what's this? It looks like the wing root fairing, corrections, no doubt, that was made to the kit. Here you see the fuselage buildup. I like the fact that you can see all the instructions. Look at even the cowling here. That looks similar to the DH-82 Tiger Moth. And there you see the instrument panel. It's so interesting that even without the English instructions at the front, you can make out what needs to be done. That part here, the cockpit seating arrangement, it reminds me so much of the Tiger Moth. I'm wondering if the Chipmunk is a direct descendant. And here we have the panels. Lovely panel, lovely artwork. You can see clearly it's a fuselage. That's the internal area of the cockpit. The colors also look pretty decent, not washed out. Here, you see F1? Well, that was S1. And that is, you put that on top of that and then the cutout on top of it. So it's a multi-layered instrument panel. Now we have the tail fin, the rudder, the elevator, the stabilizer. It's really nice. I like it. It's very thick. I think the sheet thickness, it looks like, I would say about 150 gram sheet they printed on. Look at those lovely wing panel. Look at the details of it. Nice, clean. You see the reflection of the fabric. The lower part, the upper part have the metal where you have the rivet lines. Pretty decent. And you see that part where 26 would go. That area, it looks like that's what the corrections were made for. These I'm talking about. So the wing root fairing came clear white when it should have been canary yellow. Moving on, again, the thickness of the sheet is pretty decent. And of course, now the cowling. Pretty neat how it's made up, as you can see. So we just cut the edges here, and another set of instrument panel. This look like the cockpit seating. That's the area here, that's in detail. Part of the cowling, seat belt. And of course, you know, we need this because the mistakes that we will make, those color swatches will come through. And those are the aileron linkage and the elevator linkage, which is very important. You can see here, that's where those details would go. You see the canopy frame work? And those blue indicate that would be what you'd use to cut the plastic out. And this is a framework. Now, you see the single asterisk, I think it denotes that it's a 0.5 millimeter thick cardstock you put this on. The double, I think it's 1 millimeter thick. So following those basic instructions, it should be a good solid build. Just taking the time to make sure the panel is aligned and detailed and lovely. There, the cowling is built up decently. You see the framework for the cockpit canopy, the tail section detail, the landing gear detail is to pay special attention and care to it, because these are the little details that will bring your model alive. And of course, these are the framework, the wire framework. And here, as promised, this is the English version of the instructions, so you should have no problem. Thank you so much. That is just perfect. You see, they tell you how to do the wings. You see the engine, the cockpit. This is beautiful. Highly recommend just for this alone. And it doesn't look to be an overly complicated. This here, you see those? The thickness, 1 millimeter, what I'm talking about earlier for the framework. That's important. Nice sheen cover. And then the panel parts are clearly displayed. So that's it for the Chipmunk. Really like this kit. A great kit to start off with. So until then, my friends, take care, walk good, one love.